Hello and welcome to Aries season. Yes, I'm wearing a crown. Feels right. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. Essentially, it is the rebirth, the regeneration, the bringing to life. It's the first blooms in spring. It's that first baby's cry. It's coming back and just really embracing your true nature. You know, Aries is a very independent sign. And I know that because it's my moon sign. And so, yeah, it is just that renewal energy. And it feels really good after Pisces season, which I really did enjoy, more so at first. And I was just like in this creative, dreamy energy. And then I started falling back into like old patterns, and there was just like a little bit of laziness. But then it was also like, okay, well, it's okay to not be doing all the time, but I don't know. I struggle with water energy because I have a lot of fire, I have a lot of earth. Like, I want to be doing things that's not even in the sense of like being outside, but I love to investigate, I love to read, I love to meditate, and I love to do all these things that I just like didn't have the energy. I just kind of wanted to escape into Netflix or, you know, just watch like a sappy movie and bawl my eyes out. And it was also like, okay, this is good, this is necessary, but I need that fire. So yesterday, I did a lot of meal prep. I just got prepared for the week, and I did a super powerful solstice activation, and it was amazing because I did my Pisces reading, and then I didn't do any other readings the rest of the month just because I was just in that receiving energy. But in my Pisces reading, I had Ostara show up, I had the cosmic egg, and then I did this activation for the solstice, and in that there was the cosmic egg, there was Ostara, and I was like, okay, I am exactly where I am meant to be. And you know, there was this part of me that felt guilty because I didn't do the new moon or the full moon readings, but I was like, I just have to give myself a break sometimes, and that's okay. And I know that the people that truly enjoy my readings will forgive me or just understand that, you know, sometimes we just need to take that space for ourselves, and that's okay. So let's see. I have really been feeling this pull to take this YouTube channel in a new direction, and not so much new. You know, when I started this, I started talking about my experiences and that sort of thing, and then what I really wanted it to morph into was, one, these energy readings, because I really do enjoy doing them, but also, you know, some health coaching, some astrology, some just like really tuning into my intuitive guidance of what I want to teach, or, you know, like mini coaching videos and that sort of thing. So I'm really feeling the pull to start creating from that space, you know, because 2020, it was just kind of like, okay, let's make it through this year. And now I feel like there is a light, you know, and that perhaps I can start creating in a way that can also help people on their journeys. You know, as an Aries moon, my journey has always been the journey back to my authentic self. And that's really what I want to do for others, is just guide them back home to themselves through intuitive guidance, intuitive eating, working with the seasons, working with the energies, you know, different healing modalities, just all of the things that I seriously nerd out on. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited. I think it'll be really good, and it really feels like full circle because I have been on this journey for quite some time. And you know, like I said last year, this channel was just about like, how do we navigate these uncertain times, and now I do feel like I can say, okay, now how do we become the truest versions of ourselves? And I think, you know, releasing the attachment to perhaps who you thought you were supposed to be, and really just allowing yourself to be who you truly are innately. You know, that is Aries in a nutshell. Who are you? And then the balancing of the masculine and the feminine energies, you know, the doing and the being, the receiving and the giving, the just the earth, you know, and the fire and the water and the air, and all of it is so beautiful. And you know, having patience. You know, I think in Aries season we can get, I know myself, I am very, when I want it, you know. I don't want to have to wait for it. It's that instant gratification, you know, but we need that patience. And perhaps we have been feeling all tied up, and I know that in Pisces season, and Mercury retrograde, I was just feeling all tied up. My motivation was lacking. I mean, aside from like, you know, listening to music and getting into that creative energy, there wasn't a lot of forward motion. And I think that, you know, learning those lessons through just that being, you know, allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to feel what you needed to feel, allowing yourself to just be for a moment. You know, I think each sign has a gift to give you. And if you really did allow yourself to be in that receiving energy, you know, now you will be victorious. All right. And I'm super excited. I don't know if you guys know this about me, probably not, but when I was a kid, I was obsessed with fairies. Loved them. Thumbelina, Ferngully, Tinkerbell, all the fairies. I just was obsessed with them. I go out into my into the woods in my house, make little fairy places. So that being said, I got the Oracle of Fairies. It also just feels very, you know, feels in tune for spring. So let's see what we get. Porter is having a lazy Sunday. You can see her laying on the bed in the background. It's rainy here, so it's to be expected. She is not a fan of the rain. I have a little rain jacket for her and she hates it when I put it on her, but then when she's outside, I think she's really grateful that she has it. And I seriously like have to drag her because she wants absolutely no part of it. Not a fan. And I'm like, well, we live in the Pacific Northwest, so gotta roll with it. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we got stargazing, and there is a full moon on the 28th, and that is a full moon, so that is beautiful. And it says, when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. So I think that that is really just tuning into your own intuitive guidance and tuning into that innate wisdom that you carry within you. I love that. Let's see what goddess wants to come through to assist us for Aries season. I was also really obsessed with princesses when I was a kid. Like, for every single Halloween I wanted to be a princess. But obviously now I'm a queen. But I don't know. I just think it's fun, you know? Okay. Let's see. What goddess? Well, yeah. Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Okay, well, there you have it. Okay, and then I do want to do an animal spirit card for Aries season. Right? I feel like we get this one a lot, and it is the camel. I'm sure this is about inner wisdom as well. You know, and I think it's because Aries season can get you you know, it's very extroverted, but I think it's also very independent, and so, you know, it's trusting your own intuitive guidance and letting that lead the way. So yeah, resourceful, independent, knows oneself. The camel can handle absolutely anything as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenges with ease, even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger, and Aries is a fire season. So, you know, having this intuitive guidance, this extra water that I think, you know, the older I get, the more I really can lean into the water element, you know. So even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger, the camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water. And what was that card that we pulled? And being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveler and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, calm, content, sparkle in the eye. When out of balance, dehydrated, lacks vitality. To bring into balance, a pilgrimage. So, I love that. I love that. Okay. And then I want to do a Sacred Rebel card. what we get. She's just so content. It's a cozy little baby on my bed. Oh, well, wouldn't you know it? The Sacred Fool. And, this is always that. The Fool is really taking that journey. I feel like to your truest self. So let's see. The Fool is a great rebel, able to thwart convention and tell the truth without restraint. Your heart is a wonderful, powerful, sacred fool. It cares not for the right way to do things. It cares not for what the mind says is real and not real. It lives according to an inner wisdom that cannot be dictated to or controlled by anything. It loves, it lives, and it is what it is. This oracle heralds a time, now or imminent, when you will feel inspired, alive, and passionate for what you can offer to the world. It says to you, don't try to be appropriate, don't try to be socially acceptable, and worry about what others may think about what you are doing. Just be. If you want to wear a mad hat whilst doing so, fine. Or a crown, whatevs. The Sacred Fool in you is willing to leave behind what has been because it no longer feels right to stay attached to it. The Sacred Fool in you trusts life completely. It would never occur to this part of you to try and outsmart life or resist its flow. It recognizes that the mind is a monkey puppet on strings. More often than not, it is cajoled into fear when it could be playfully dwelling in the radical spontaneity of life. So, the Sacred Fool in you urges your mind to let itself be pulled into joy by your heart, strings, not into fear and doubt by the controlling machines of mass media. This oracle brings you a message. It's time for you to play. It's time for you to let life happen in a completely unreserved, unscripted way. The more bizarre, left of field, unexpected, and apparently ridiculous, the better. This might not feel safe or appropriate at first. That is okay. That is good, actually. It is a sign that you are breaking with your own self-imposed conventions. It is time to move beyond them now, because a bigger life adventure is calling to you. Hold on, I'm parched. This is wonderful news. It is the desire of life to operate more radically through you so that you become the conduit through which miracles and crazy, wild synchronicity can occur. You are becoming more electric. You are more plugged into the apparent randomness of life. Apparent because there is a refined intelligence behind it all. The Sacred Fool goes with this without having to understand any of it, which is good. Trying to access even one genuine glimpse of life's unfathomable genius would probably make one's head explode. As you take this journey, you may find that people around you are challenged. You might unintentionally cause them to rethink the way they live their lives. They may question whether the way they are living is the only way for them or even the best way. At first, they may react rather than take responsibility. The Sacred Fool in you does not engage with this. It is what it is, and it rises and falls as it will. It doesn't stop you. from your merry dance of unconventional being. If you find yourself making choices that have others questioning your sanity, then you are right on course. You may feel that you are quite possibly going insane, but you are not crazy. You are just approaching enlightened awareness. There is a moment, sometimes a rather long one, when we wake up to life, shed our attachment, what was that? Oh, attachment, okay. Sorry. To mass opinion and float in a completely different state of being. We might find that no one is really able to understand or connect with us, to the point that we question our state of mind. Stay with that. It will pass. You will eventually see that you are becoming sane in an insane world. The tables will turn, and you will gain great inner freedom and creative juice. Stay on your path. Stay on the journey. Remember to take nothing too seriously, and it will all work out perfectly. I love that so much. And, like I said, my intention is truly to just walk people back home to themselves, walk people back to their intuitive guidance, to who they were before the world told them who they were supposed to be. So, yay! Aries season! Okay, let us pull one Miracles Now card, and then I will wrap this thing up. I do love that even with all this fire energy, there is still that yin and yang that showed up that says, okay, remain connected to yourself, And, we do have a full moon in Libra that, Aries and Libra are polar opposites. Libra is all about cooperation and Aries is all about independence. And I think, because they are on the opposite sides, I think what you're meant to do is find that middle ground, to owning your independence and having that, but also being able to cooperate with others. And, there shouldn't be these extremes. I think that we're supposed to find the harmony within all parts of ourselves. Okay. Let's do our Miracles Now card for Aries season. My eyes will see what I desire. I think if we go out searching for something, and it doesn't matter if it's either positive or negative, we will find it. So, what are you choosing to see in your life? Are you choosing to see the beauty? Are you choosing to see all the things you can be grateful for? Or are you choosing to see, the negative aspects of life? All right. I am sending you so much love, so much I will say that we do need to continue to work on internal biases that we may have, and continue to stand up for what is right and use our voices and continue to try and shine a light on what true empathy and what true compassion and what truly loving your neighbor looks like. So just wanted to say that, and I am sending you so much love, so much, all the vibes for this Aries season, I guess, and I hope you have a beautiful now, and I will see you soon. All right.